So today I played 10 Blitz games as my daily 10 games. I had a bad showing. I only won 3, drew 2, and lost. I think that would be, 5? But this game, I was cooking and I had a great game. Let's get into it. I played d4, d5, bishop 4. Now this is just a London opening. If you're not familiar, this is my normal opening and a pretty common opening, honestly. They go knight to c6 after. Now I go bishop to d3. Queen up and queen to c2. This is an accuracy by me. I should have went b3. Now I play b3 most of the time, honestly, but lately I haven't liked the position it's got me, mostly because I play inaccurate moves after this. But at least it's because I played this to start off. So I started playing something different, but I should play b3 and just figure out what to do after that. They move their bishop back. Now I go knight to d2. I can't go straight knight to f3 because they can just take it and I take back the pawn and completely destroy my king side. So I do this first. Now I drop back looking for a trade. Now I drop back again because I can't protect my queen with bishop d3. Even if I could, even if there wasn't a pawn on c4, if I go there, bishop d3, they take b3, they take d3, I take d3. Now I take that pawn on b2, so still not a great move. But I drop back to c1, no matter. Now I go knight to f3. This is a lot of best moves, honestly. I had 91.1% accuracy of this game. Now the queen gets dropped all the way back to d8, and I knew this wasn't right, honestly. And here I go knight to h4 after that, which is not the best follow-up. Should have went b3. I did not see that, honestly. I just want to get the bishop off the board. And now I take the bishop there. And now I go b3. So I do see b3, which is not in the right order. b5, I knew was a complete mistake. And immediately I go a4. Take, and now I'll take the pawn on c4. With that pawn on a4 hanging, and there's no way you can protect it in one move, no matter what you do. No piece can get there quite in time. So I take my time taking the pawn back. I take back the pawn on c4, attacking the queen. And now I trump the pawn on a4. And I feel pretty confident about my chances to win this game. Just because I'm up a pawn, but that pawn on a7 is weak. And my pawns in the center are going to go. They castle. I castle. Knight goes to d5. Now here, I did feel a little uneasy. Just because my queen's behind the pawn and that knight is kind of weak. I attacked the knight, now I trade it. And inaccuracy in this game, I should have went backwards. And honestly, I kind of figured that trading it was not the best move. And not because of this reason, but I thought it wasn't the best move. Just because, as you see, the pawn gets towards the center. So it's actually stopping c4 and making it less natural. But I didn't know what to do, and it was a blitz. So I was like, let me just do this. I'm still up a pawn. I can figure it out from there. Now I go back to knight to d2. Pawn goes to a5, and now I go queen to a1. Rook goes to b8. Rook goes b8. Take. Now, take is an excellent move for the computer. I did not think this was great for them, but it ended up working out. Now I go back queen to a2 after I get attacked. Knight to b3, trying to go knight to c5. Then knight to c5, which is a miss. I think I just had a free pawn. Yeah, I just had a free pawn. Didn't even cross my mind, honestly. Don't know how I didn't see that, but I didn't. And now after rook to b5, another mistake. And this is another move where I didn't actually mess up. Well, I messed up, but I just missed a free pawn, I think. No, I don't. Well, I did have a free pawn on d5, but knight to d3. Didn't even cross my mind, honestly, but we move. Now we get king to h7, and I finally get say, hey, let's trade these rooks off. I'm up a pawn to get to the endgame. But they don't go straight for the rook trade, so I trade. Then I get a free pawn here. However, there is a pass pawn on the queen side, but I'm looking towards checkmate. Pawn there, and I take the pawn. And this took me a few, well, not minutes. You don't have a few minutes in blitz, but it took me a little bit of a think because in this position, going queen to f7, one, I didn't see a direct checkmate, honestly. I knew it was good, but I didn't see checkmate immediately. And then my other thought process was that, well, why I thought it was such a big deal is because if I do this and I'm wrong, they're just going to promote. Because I can't really stop that pawn, honestly. But I can checkmate before we get to that point. So I take, they push it, and now I'm mate in 7. And I actually spot it. I go knight to e6. Queen drops back to b1. King h2 is completely forced. Queen to b8. I can't believe I actually saw a mate in 7. Queen to b8. Queen over. Check. Take the pawn. Check. And they resign here because it is forced checkmate. Now they could have done it two ways. I think that knight to f7 would have worked. Well, it would have got me the queen. I guess it wouldn't have checkmate. But I would have got the queen if I went knight to f7 because the only legal move is to take the knight. But either way, I get the job done. Queen to h5, check. And you have to go queen to h7, the only legal move. And I would take that queen. But they resigned before it even happened. So here's a great blitz game. I played like a 2400. I felt pretty good this game, honestly. But yeah, didn't have an overall great day in blitz. But thank you guys for keeping up with my content and have a great day.